Hello, everybody. Welcome to another spot to watch my reaction videos. I think that at this point, I think I'll give up on gaming and for now, just reaction videos because why not? I'm just bored. I've been just watching stuff on YouTube, and I think this one will be a nice reaction because this one is one of those unique situations that is, uh, you know, 4 years in the making now. This is not leaving. I don't even know. I think it's way 5 years already this time situation. If you don't know, this video, if probably based on the context you probably read and thumbnail, maybe, I don't know. This is about Sir Taiga. If you don't know who is Taiga, Taiga is one of the VTubers that have been unfairly accused, at least by his standpoint and standards and his words, and for proving his points in Twitter. What a, you know, a perfect place to showcase your innocence. Yeah, we know that. We all know that. But this is but sadly, the reason I'm reacting to this because I'm somewhat more supportive for the Tiger situation for his story. Conclusions to be aware, I'm as you are. I'm completely have no much knowledge about this, as much in depth. Oh, here goes the back to the background. Anyways, as you know, we don't know exactly what's up with the Tiger situation right now. I don't really follow it. I don't care. Well, I say care. I support him, but I don't much care about what is about this story much about because what they say. It's a way of beating down the dead horse. You know what they say. It's like why, like why you do this to yourself. But sadly, they never leave it alone. And seems to me there's a new context. Something happened that we're going to watch now. The video we're going to watch, of course, is the creator of this video is named, let's I can just, it's the creator named person. I'm sorry, I bad memory names. Rima, what's the, if the quick, Rima, the inventor highlights. Evenstar. Rima Evenstar highlights. I don't know if she's the original one, but I think she's the one original. She's like to contact about this stuff and find out what's up in this situation like this. Yeah. But yeah, who knows? Even if you want to watch, go watch the original video. That will have no cuts from me, and you can just see the full video by yourselves. I really want to react to this because I know about Tiger. I heard about a lot of stories, including about Maxor situation as well. Maxor, the one accidentally said something should not be said, and now he's being targeted as well a lot of times. But that's long story a long time ago. It's been a dead horse. I think Tiger wants to move on from it, but sadly, there are some people seems to be don't want to let go just yet, and they want to beat the horse until the last end. I don't know what they expected to get, but let's react to this video and see what's up. Okay. Subtle mama, I'm just doing this. All right. That was to be getting myself proposition and enjoy the watch. Just rechecked that everything should be.
Oh shit, here we go again.
There has been a call-out post on TaigaxHolic from Sabertooth Torah, and that Google Doc has been deleted since then, and she's dropped her experience with Taiga, and she did get a lot of support on that initial tweet. I got tagged in it a bunch because people absolutely wanted me to cover it. Probably because I announced the interview with Taiga the day before. And there's a part of me, and this is only speculation, that wonders if the Google Doc was prompted, like if the announcement somehow prompted or accelerated the release of this Google Doc, but I don't know. So yesterday in the interview, I did say that I would go over it on stream because people were curious about it. I've already read the Google Doc once it came out because, as I said, I was getting tagged left and right in it, even though it was my day off where I was supposed to work on other projects. And I'll just say one thing. When people tag me in drama and they they want to force me to talk about it, it makes me not want to talk about it. Okay, because I hate when people tell me what to do. I will get to it, but I can't do the controversy, the VTuber news stream when the VTuber news drop anymore because I can't do my main channels and that at the same time. The beginning of my week needs to be me writing and scripting. And honestly, I don't know how I used to do it before. So please be patient, you drama perverts. I know you guys in chat are cool. I'm talking to the wider audience on Twitter. I will get to it. Just wait for my VTuber news stream and, you know, don't be a drama pedophile when I'm on my day off because there's nothing more. Like, I just sigh. Like, I sigh. And I see that. I'm like, finally, I'm resting on my couch. I did like 400 recordings that day. And I'm just like, there's perverts, puts my clothes back on. That was my little tangent. Anyway, what are we looking at right now there is a Taiga streamer that made a call out post on Fanboy Taiga that was there yesterday. And this Taiga she's a female. She is a female Taiga. She's also a tiger. That's her. Great model.
I wanted to rather react to this one because if I have a chance to come back again. I love the model. It looks cute. Tiger character. Honestly, it looks very nice. I like the idea of it. Man, I can't imagine how much it costs, man. Like, the more I learn about how much it costs, bro, can you imagine it? I think Shy Lily said her model costs like what? 10,000? Oh my goodness gracious, $10,000 for a model. And someone explained about to become a VTuber, how much it costs as well. Some of it costs 500, some costs 1,000, some costs more stuff because you added all the stuff in it. Man, I can't imagine what I need to get. Well, how far you need to get to put that amount of money. But I guess that's what the catch, right? Man, if I stop it right now and seems to be not talking right now because the first 8 minutes of this video, I does now notice that the audio doesn't pick up. I have to check again if the audio picks up now. I'll probably recheck again. If not, I have to record it again. And probably good at editing. I guess a good thing to learn to edit videos forcefully, right? Now I can like editing learning. But I will probably edit or just put all my conversations or my words in the beginning. So my examples, explanation about what she's talking about. Because I'll let her speak until the past 8 minutes, because after that, I don't know anything of what's happening. But TLDR, Taiga, there's a male, this is a female, this is a TaigaVS. I'm intrigued what her content is about, interesting, honestly. She does have a cute model, though. I just respect. I respect people who have amazing ideas and going off with arts. You know what they say, you cannot, like, there's already a lot of things already made, but there's always a creativity to create similar characters. And just of how the different approach appearance as well. I guess that's why everyone can do anything, you know? It all comes with imagination, friends. It all comes with imagination. Anyways, let's kind of talk about, I get what this person wants to talk about. Oh my god. I feel bad for the girl, though, forcing her, like, do this. Like, I don't think she forced. Because, again, this one is like, what? This is not the normal highlights because she have much more cleaner audio. I think I talked about it already. Yeah, I talked about it. She have more cleaner. This is literally released from stream. I think she's talking with her stream as well. That's what this just feels like she's talking to someone. So anyways, let's continue watching, shall we? And see where we...
I think I liked a few of her posts. Some of her posts go viral. There's a lot of... She's stacked.
We saw the
but
viral.
I can't scroll down her Twitter. You guys can go check out her Twitter if you want to on your own. That being said, we'll get through the Google Doc. I'm not a fan of the Google Doc itself. And that's... Well, full TLDR, I met Taiga yesterday, so I'm a little bit biased towards Taiga, but even if I wasn't biased towards Taiga and I didn't know him, reading the Google Doc, I cringed a lot for several reasons. The first one being... Oi, you! Yeah, you! Hi! If you're not subscribed to my second channel, I don't know what you're doing with your life. So take a moment, press the like button, press the subscribe button, and hit that notification bell on. And thank you so much. I appreciate you. Now let's get back into the video. Who the hell writes a Google Doc in center paragraph. Who does that? What is this? Is this a poem? It feels like there was much more focus on the presentation than the content of it. Okay, whatever. That's just a minor thing. Maybe she's, OCD and she's really likes aesthetic things. Whatever. Let's look at the content.
Oh, sorry about that.
Hello, my name is TaigaVS, and I am your favorite tomboy tiger, as I like to say. For those who are new and old, I want to tell a little bit of a simple and yet complicated story that is the reason why my VTubing content has slowed down on every social platform known to mankind. I am here to speak on and to shed light on things that have been happening in the most cohesive and professional manner possible. This is not a call out. This is not some weird ploy to defame someone, and no, this is not to purposely start drama. Well, first of all, I don't see how this is not a call out. This is a call out. Okay, this is a call out. Let's just say things how they are. I am simply just a victim of mob mentality from another streamer called like following. Okay, I can agree with this sentence. It's true, Taiga's fan base is they're very vocal about things, but even to the point where it annoyed me sometimes too. And I told Taiga that because in the crux of the drama, it felt like his fan base wanted to force a lot of people to talk about it. And as I mentioned before, I don't like being forced to talk about things. But that being said, I do feel like a lot of people that are going around in hateful ways about it, they're not actually his fan base, but they're like drama perverts. They're like people that are there to hate on, and I want to start drama for like the Nux thing, the Marina thing. That's my little tension. That's my theory, at least. Because there's always people like that. They say they're fans of Sayu, but they'll never open a stream. They'll never watch a stream, but they'll follow every single Sayu drama, for example. And there's people like that with the Taiga stuff. They've never.
Man, I hate when I just now listen to my recording. Ugh. Well, at least I will be in the beginning explain my point of view of this. But yeah, I agree. But if like you watch their stuff, but it's one thing. But if you don't watch their own, you'll watch like the background, like what's happening, and then you react to it. So like, ugh, I don't know. I'll explain that part. I'm not gonna go deep again, but I agree with her about this. Like, hey, if you want to give awareness, it's fine. Just be respectful. I will explain that part in the beginning. Probably gonna pop those explanation parts about me. Again, anything I said there before can be considered as trash and thrown away if I am wrong any way possible. I'm not sure. I don't watch drama a lot. I don't like drama a lot. It's just, I just want to know if anything's happened. This one is just, I'm aware of it because as everyone knows, it's Taiga, and it's been like, what, 4 or 5 years already. Like, ugh, man, it's a dead horse. It's like beating a dead horse already, man. Ugh. Damn, I feel bad for Taiga. Anyways, continue watching. Anyways, it's enough of me blabbering. It's already watched this part anyways.
Never watched a Taiga video. They've never opened a Taiga stream, but they're gonna shout really loud about Taiga deplatforming. And you know what? When they do bring awareness to Taiga's deplatforming, that's kind of a positive, no matter what their reasons for are. But then when they start to instigate drama a little bit everywhere, that becomes a nuisance for Taiga and for other people. Yeah, they're drama fanboys. Same with the Kai fans, exactly. The reason is the exact reason why you haven't seen much of normal TaigaVS content on Twitter, YouTube, or even Twitch as of late is due to simple reason that I am being harassed actively. In fact, I've been harassed for about 90% of my entire career thus far. I thought she was a VTuber for a really long time, or she's been a streamer for a really long time. 90% of your entire career? Okay. In which, despite everything that is going to unfold, I've been nice and supportive to this person since I met them. I've not done a single wrong thing in this situation, which I can confidently say because being kind to others is something I preach about always because I believe in karma. Whatever energy you put out is the same you get. Okay, can we get to the facts? Can we get to the evidence? Like, Google Docs should not be a story or prose. It should just be, we've seen some very organized Google Doc, allegation number 1, proof. Allegation number 2, proof. Bam, bam, bam. And I write this document with nothing but kindness in my heart to show that if you have a community as a big name streamer, instead of showing malice or throwing an immense amount of shade for no reason, you can end up in a document like this, or even in trouble because you couldn't hold accountability or get your community in check. So truly care to understand what your even small actions, like writing out tweets that seems to be aimed at someone you had an issue with recently, have consequences on the other person / victim end. It's been extremely hard for me to fathom the thought of even writing one of these things. Then why write it? Because
Yeah.
I've had people do bad things to me too. I think we've all had. Is there one person in chat that hasn't had a negative experience in somebody? And then, but I've never written a Google Doc. I've never been compelled to write a Google Doc. So don't group us all together. Like don't group everything together. This is not how we do things. This is not how.
Yeah, I do agree with her point. Like, it's one thing in statement if you have some negative thoughts about the person. You can talk about it, maybe stream a bit, just to mention, like, I'm having a little bit difficult times with this person, and then one thing is that. But I agree with her terms. Like, you don't not forced to do Google Doc like this. Like, I don't even know what's so important about Google Doc. Like, what that's gonna do. Like, tell me if I'm wrong. Like, is this like Google Doc doesn't do much anything besides like, oh, you write down your opinions, you put down some of your information, and that's it. Like, like your opinions. It's like the same thing as I like to say to someone. You put your things on the table, explain them. Like that's what she's doing right now. She's like putting it on the table. But the problem with this table, I like to point out, she puts it in front of your face. It's not the same as like I like to put things in my table. Like, okay, this is my problem, this is my issue, this is not right. And again, it's not fun everybody. It's between you and the person. So why put it in front of people and in Twitter of all places? Of all places, why Twitter? Oh, X, Twitter X. I don't know. I honestly like to joke around like Twitter X. Elon Musk, you need to fix that probably really soon. I think you will have a war zone over there soon. Anyways, I don't know. It's like I don't get it. Like, is this what this done? What? Yeah, I don't know. If anyone going to watch this and going to watch it until how much I watched it myself, uh, in your opinion, what Google document gonna do for you? Like, what are you gonna do with it? Besides, like, okay, you can like Google document and you can send it to you when you want to send it, but she sent it into you in Twitter to people to read, and then forcing this person here to react to it. What's it gonna do? Give you shout outs? Give you information? Is it like, you know, continuing the problem is what everyone's talking about? That everyone moving on? Now, Tiger's situation is a bit more different, of course, moving on, but still, awareness about YouTube. That's why Tiger trying to get just awareness about YouTube, not about the VTubers. And if VTuber talks about this, they talk it in their streams, but don't need to send it everywhere possible, You talk between your community, and that's that. But I think that's the problem as well, what she said as well. Like, that is the problem here, right? The community is going a bit too far sometimes. I can't agree. You can't control the people. Like, you cannot control the community. I think the perfect example, I think, is if anyone watched the Iron Mouse situation as well, Connor, her best friend, really points out about these things. You can't, like, as you said before, I don't remember the person name because I have bad memory names, but there's a person she surpassed, and his community, like, completely got crazy amount of madness. Like, they got too crazy. Like, I'm knowing her talks about. I think Connor pointed out she got bullied out of TikTok. Like, how bad they need to get there. But again, that's not exactly about the situation about Tiger. But I'm just saying, like, what I'm saying is communities need to understand or need to find a way to explain to the community, hey, you want to help me? No problem. But don't go crazy, okay? And those who are outsiders, like, give them like an explanation. Like, listen, we're grateful you're trying to give us support. We do, but stop. You know, you go in a direction that is not representing the community that it's meant to be, or for the streamer, or the people. Though I don't know about this Google document is about, so we're gonna be knowing soon enough, right? Like for now, she's just saying like, "Oh, I just care," and then but I decide to put this Google document in Twitter because why not? You know. Uh, we'll see what's gonna happen, man. This is. I feel like this is one of those situations that you really gotta like. Mm, I don't know. All right. Anyways, we'll watch more and see what's up. It's not fair me to judge right now, right? It's unfair to judge right now.
How everybody does things, and I refuse to believe that this is where we're going in the world. You don't hold accountability or get your community chat / truly care to understand that even your small action like writing out tweet that seems to be at someone you had issue with recently have consequences on the other person's victim's end. Okay, we read that part. It's been extremely hard for me to fathom the thought of even writing one of these. They're so pointless because most of the time my experience with doc.
I'm so sorry about that. Right. Where is he? What are you doing over there? Yeah. I'm so sorry about that. Yeah, cut that out. Music. It's 5. It's 5 beyond my expectations. I'm sorry about that. Forgot alarm. Don't worry about it.
Are either 40% serious or 60% bullshit, and is to start drama and get some sort of clout, but not me. I am extremely frustrated, angry, and disappointed. I did not even know anything about this person until a lot of my bigger VTuber friends warned me about them, to which thank you guys for having my back. It generally means the world to me. Heart. I'm tired of speaking out and not getting even a lick of effort to stop these things. I tried to speak out. I've tried to give it a month, almost 2, to see if they would come and say something. I've talked to their manager and it doesn't really feel like I'm much of a priority because I've been busy working on convention stuff. As a streamer, it should be common sense to prioritize these issues and stop them before it gets bad, instead of focusing on the fact YouTube won't give your channel back and posting subtle jabs at the person your community is harassing. So I want to see these subtle jabs that she's talking about because this seems to be at the heart of the allegations, to which I know they have seen my post, one about being harassed. No words whatsoever, so she got a hate DM. Taiga, you will never compare to. You disgust me. I can't even believe you even have a platform and an audience. Goes to show how low content creators go to copy off someone just for a lick of clout. No one's going to support some fans the internet dick eats off. My god, this is not a sentence. Quit VTubing, you'll never make it. Okay, probably comparing her to the other Taiga because they're both tigers and they have the same name. And by their fan base, I am getting a bit tired of being harassed with, your name reminds me of another Taiga. Damn, I thought this was the fanboy one. You're an off-brand Taiga. Taiga is a commonly used name. We are 2 different people. I would think it was a bit common sense to not do that. It's been something I've been dealing with since my conception. It's the equivalent to someone going up to you and being like, hey, you have the same name as insert name. Oh, hey, oh damn, I thought you were the cooler insert name, my bad. It's very much out of pocket and super rude to the creator. Yes, we have literally the same name. Yes, the other one is a fanboy and I'm a tomboy, which is pretty cool. Yes, we are both VTubers, but however, we are not and never will be the same people. Please do not compare me to other VTubers. I'm extremely disappointed of the lack of professionalism from this individual as a VTuber who apparently debuted around the same time I originally have in 2019 and 2020. In general, you would think since they have streamed so long, they would have gained some sort of self-awareness and common decency / common sense for these things. But I digress. The story starts on September 8th, 2024. I was starting to post model previews, which garnered a lot of attention. It was all going positively until I realized someone with the same name as me commented on my post. Comment was deleted, but thankfully due to the influx of sudden hate comments on this post, which are somehow all deleted as well now, there are none remaining, though seemingly to hide evidence that any of this existed, so it can probably be turned around. I did get a warning from a friend of mine who noticed it, which is why I even seen it in the first place, because my notifications were being blown up on Twitter. However, I took a screenshot before TaigaxHolic deleted it. So Taiga, okay, so she posted a model preview. Taiga responded with thinking emoji to this post saying, you come across a tomboy tiger being cute. She gets angry at you for seeing her. What is your next move? Replies with thinking emoji. Hello, Taiga. I just want to preface before anything gets out of hand for no reason. There's no need to worry at all. I know people can get a little on edge because of recent drama, small Lola. I'm not malicious at all. I got my name because of Taiga name pun, and I personally vibe more with a tiger with a metal aesthetic. I think you're pretty cool though. It's actually awesome to see you in my comments. And Taiga replied, no worries, I didn't mean anything by it. I love heavy metal too. And she replies, I hope not. The more Taigas, the better. And oh my god, really? Let's go. So I feel like that was a pretty wholesome interaction. The reason why I was getting so many hate comments was because I had gotten a simple yet very passive-aggressive comment, which I completely shut down before it got worse and took the situation and made it positive, as you should if you're a genuine person or creator. So I'm like, okay, so far, no problem, right?
Yeah.
Oddly enough, as soon as their fanbase started to see us positively interacting minutes later, they started to quickly draw art of us and impose the idea of a tomboy and fanboy Taiga collab. Suddenly, as if it was a flip of a light switch, which was setting off some flags for me. From a community standpoint, you can tell Taiga had a very cult-like following, which is admirable, but also dangerous in even small situations. However, after the whole ordeal, I was feeling very wary and scared about everything because I suddenly started to get hate for simply existing, even though there's a lot of other Taigas in this community, already both indie and corpo. Why am I suddenly getting the dick for being a tomboy tiger whose name is a pun? Which is something I often even now think to myself, due to the fact that no branding or name can be copyrighted whatsoever. It's not a question of copyright. Despite from what I know, there are no tomboy tigers named Taiga other than me in this community that are well known at this moment. Yes, but like, okay, I actually don't care if there's two Taigas, or two bunny Pippas, or whatever, or two, I don't know, two Raoras that are cats, or whatever. I don't give a shit. But at the same time, are you really surprised that there's assholes on the internet that are going to make comments on you having a similar, branding than another Taiga that was there before you? You should.
That's true. Like, you should not be expecting differently, right? Like, I think it's just the catcher is like for me. When I'm listening to this, I'm trying to understand fully the two side solutions here. Like, I don't know what she said right now. He said that Taiga VC being very long time VTuber, so I don't get it how she doesn't know how to handle it in a different approach. I don't know. I guess again, cult wise about Taiga, the boy Taiga. Cult wise, I don't know. I know I didn't see that in my Twitters when I go there. I don't see anywhere there, but I do as well manage to avoid all of it as well. To don't talk about it. I don't know. It's hard to decide what kind of situation is this. What I'm hearing, what I'm saying to from Taiga VC, she did avoid everything she can to make this less drama. But because some reason the cult, what she called the cold situation like that, like there seems to be the Tiger boy, the fan base of Tiger the boy. I'm sorry, I did not change the name because both of them have Tiger. Okay, give me a break. It's like it's not a problem to have two names of the same as the characters like Tiger. We just have a different persuasions, right? Like you have the dumb boy and you have the boy, the fanboy, right? And I think it's cute to like they have the reaction. I think that's about the cute moment. Like, oh, funny, dumb boy and fanboy reacting is like two names, the same character. Funny, but it's a funny moment indeed. I always say that would be funny. I would say if I have someone like me, the same copy me is like, hey, another me, let's go. Let's go, another me, another hit someone doing something similar to me. I have no problem with it, honestly. I would even mind. I'm not here to fight. I'm talking about. What am I talking about? I'm nobody. Yikes! What I am assuming. I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of options. I think this is really weird. I don't know. I'm hearing that what she read and hearing about the situation. It sounds a bit off. Like I sniffing something's off. She's saying she's been harassed 90% of the time, even though she came later. She came later as Taiga, and she gained harassed just because of the reason she gained harassed because at least what I understood, she got harassed because she's shown a bit of a model. Taiga responded. VC Taiga tried to reduce the tension between understanding the situation how it is And Taiga, the fanboy, reacted with like, okay, no problems, don't worry, all good, all good. And like, and they both like supported each other then. And the community's like, oh, okay, I guess those two are fine. But now the continuation is like, now she getting harassed, but I don't get why. Like besides the name, besides the model, I don't hear isn't other reasoning. It feels like she's lefting out information, you know? There's something is missing here. Or maybe the post, she'll read more, maybe there will be explanation about it. Maybe she would say about why exactly is the reason, but I have feel like there's more than this, you know? This is something weird about this one. I sniff fishy situation here, but it's just me. Who knows?
Shouldn't be surprised. This is the content creator game. This is the game we all have.
Oh yeah, as well for haters as well. Yeah, are you surprised that there are haters in this world? Come on, this is the internet, and we sadly to say I don't like to say it honestly to people, but come on, we have them. We cannot avoid them, but all thing we can do is ignore them or understand them, ignore them, but still understand them why they're doing this. And I'm like, oh, you're one of those people. I get it. Well, I can't do anything about that, but you know what? You only can say what I would say honestly is just, I only hope. Sorry for my phone. I need to move it away. Get out of here. Bow. Pew. Anyways, yeah. So if you have communities like that created around someone they care about only by drama, but the only thing you can say about them is say, I bless you. I hope you have a blissful day, staying safe, but full of love. But I ask you, please stop it. Stop doing this what you do. If you cannot stop yourself, I cannot stop you. But be aware, I'm aware of you, and I wish, and all I can say is apologies. And all I say I'm apologies. And I only, as a content creator, I'm saying as a content creator, if I was a big content creator, right? If I found out, like, told me, oh, hey, there's people annoying me 24/7. Now you can do something about this. Like, what can I do? You and I know pretty well what we're working at with. It's internet. We cannot run away. I will apologize about that you gained this harass for no reason. I honestly do feel bad, but I cannot do anything about it. And as you cannot do it about it. The only thing we can do is ask our communities. Hopefully, we beg our clippers. Well, I'm saying again, if I was a big VTuber, right? Like, say, like, if I was a big content creator, you ask the clippers as well. Hey, if you're gonna clip it this apology and explanation. Like, listen, I feel bad. I am very sorry what's happening to the person that's happening. Nah. Be aware, we are in the same boat. I'm have hate. You have hate. No one's gonna like us. No one's gonna like us when we are, including the VTubers, because you know we don't want to show our faces to the world and being targeted because you know funny people like to do funny things. Cough, cough. Anyways, but that's how it is. But she's right. Like, come on, you're a content creator for a while, and you expecting like not to happen, including you have, and you even, you know what's the dumb part? You know what's the dumb part? She even responded about this. She responded about this. She knows the drama. She knew that is the thing was maybe going to happen. She just hoped Tiger would do something about it. But the problem is Tiger cannot do anything about it because, as the person here explained, as the wonderful person here explained, it's internet. You can't run away from the internet, mates. Anyways, enough of me blabbering, but you know what I mean. It's internet. She's right. You cannot avoid hate. It's a thing. And we will have to learn to accept it, and we have to understand each other. And in one point or the other, the haters will disappear because they cannot do anything. You don't give them a responsible response. Or be like me. Okay, you're a thing. You exist. No problem. Only I can say to you, I hope you have a blessing day and stay safe. And you'll never respond ever again. Because the only thing you can give them is a positive note. You know, you're doing a bad thing. I cannot do much about it because it's internet. You're free to do what you want. Sadly to say. Sadly to say. But just say this. I hope you have a blissful day, staying safe, and and healthy. That's all we can say. And move on. It's another stepping stone, or another stone, and another tree, or another thing, or anything that'll It's another path of someone passing by saying mean things, and just how it is. You know what you can say? You know, I understand. I hear you. I know you don't like me, but I all I can say to you, have a blissful day and bye. That's all. But yeah, let's continue watching now. Enough of blabbering me.
Have to play. And content creation comes with a lot of perks, but it comes with a lot of downsides. And the downsides being, just like Victoria Brightshield said in her reasons for graduating, the hate, it's there. It's going to be there all the time. It comes with content creation. It comes with the territory. And if you can't handle it, if you can't handle the one-off like hate DMs, such as this one, you're gonna have a really tough time. Yeah. And I get it's a compounding issue, and it's like, sometimes you do get hate DMs, or you do get mean comments, or you do get hate threads. And some days, you brush it aside and it doesn't matter. And then some days it affects you more than others, okay? And I get that. It's not always, you're not always perfect. You're not always on top of your game. I need to see more evidence that it is coming from Taiga's community, and that Taiga either refused to ban them from his community or refused to take actions towards them, which from my understanding, they wanted to take actions against them, but she wouldn't give them their name. Mind you, at the time before being warned about them around literally a week or two ago by my very good VTuber friends who have a history and a lot of general and unknown knowledge of Taiga, this is the third time she's mentioned that they have a friend who's warned them about Taiga. I had no idea who the hell this person was, even in full. It all came out of left field, and I strongly feel like this was some sort of targeted attack, because I was an indie who was rapidly growing past Taiga and was getting many opportunities and making amazing friends and connections not even Taiga has, which I am so thankful to have the opportunity for, but I digress again. Taiga, this is similar than that other Google Doc that we read with the artist and the VTuber feuding and the jealousy argument. I hate that. Taiga 2 days past the situation ended up apologizing to me in DMs, and I thought that was going to be the end of it. Hey, I just wanted to reach out properly and I apologize for my reply the other day. I was rude and vague, and I'm sorry for any negative attention or implications brought from it. I should have given more consideration to how it would have looked given our similarities. I hope you can accept my apology and good luck with the debut. Hi there, it's totally okay. I was a bit confused because I know we have similar names and we're both tigers. I'm an orange Siberian tiger in the summer and a white Siberian tiger in the winter. But there's no need to worry. I don't have malintent, as I've said before, but it really is cool to have a polar opposite taiga. They seem to really love that idea. I hope everything is okay on your end about it all though. Thank you for coming to me about it. I would have messaged you the same day, but I couldn't access your DMs because they were closed, and thank you so much. It generally means a lot.
Okay, wait. Sorry for stopping here because I'm confused. So okay. Wait, just me understanding the situation. What she read right now. Taiga apologized. Everything else is done. The original Taiga, if all of that is the original Taiga, he apologized to her about the situation, or most likely the DMs, right? Between the representative of the DM itself, right? Apologizing about what happened between them with the before debut avatar or VTuber model avatar. Everything seems to be okay. Again, and don't forget what she said beforehand in TaigaVS. She said like she knew, they explained it before them about the situation between him and between his drama as well. So she knew. And then after that, he cut her DMs. It sounds very so fucking wrong for saying that, but that's how it is. Apologizing about that response. So so he did notice, he did understood that something's maybe a bit wrong. So he apologized, and she wanted to talk about it as well beforehand, but his DMs was closed, but because reasons, I think because of the hate as well. But yeah, interesting. As I said, boys and girls, this sniff's a bit fishy. I don't know why. I feel there's some sniffy fishy about this one. But again, I think we're going to learn the hard way soon enough. We're only halfway, and I'm talking about something I don't even understand yet fully. Oh well, we're going to read fully.
However, despite everything, I decided to support Taiga and commented on their post every now and then, sometimes even shared them on a side account of mine to help them. And so I don't get my main account shadow banned. And me
Okay.
commenting on their post after the situation, my post before he apologized. Okay, that's cute so far. People still were attacking me all the way up till now because Taiga has not addressed this situation at all. I've been getting harassed in my DMs, which I posted about, link above, but I will show the full photo here. Oh, that's the full photo of the tweet we saw earlier, and it was Bungo Taiga. I don't know why, like, new VTubers, they always get those hate DMs. You don't need to read them. I had censored out the name in my post so nobody went and harassed Taiga, or even worse, even at the time when the harassment was truly at its peak. Which even now, I'll never condone any type of harassment ever toward any streamer or content creator, no matter how big or small they are. This is really random and out of pocket. A hate retweet that I got in the height of it all, which was in response to me not getting partner, getting rejected from my first partner application, which set me off mentally so bad that I didn't show up to stream that day, cried, slept all day. Okay, so this is a QRT. So glad I emailed Twitch support and showed them info. You're a not safe for work gooner VTuber using Twitch to reach kids. You've had 2 accidental nip slips that you immediately flaunted, posted on all socials, and then shared alongside more not safe for work. That person is awful. That is indeed a hate QRT. But I mean, is it coming from Taiga? Like, is this Taiga's fault? I don't know. Like, if they posted like a Taiga tweet and be like, look what you're doing about Taiga to Taiga, then okay, it's coming from Taiga's community. There would be no question about it. But I mean, I get QRTs like this all the time. I was getting harassed endlessly in my Twitch streams. This is hyperlinked to her Twitch stream, and I think it's a little weird to hyperlink your stream there. It's like as if I did like a Google Doc calling out somebody about something that's supposed to be really serious, and I'm like, and I got harassed on my YouTube, and then I hyperlinked my YouTube. Hey, by the way, I have a new video coming out. Make sure to check it out. It's like, is this a promo card? Where my mods had to work in overdrive to ban anyone who even goes against that rule. My Twitch channel to not bring up or talk about other streamers, to which if you are a new viewer, you have to agree to the rules before you can chat. I mean, that's fair. Like, don't bring up other VTubers in her chat. That's dumb and it's bad manners, and people should know better. But to also make sure I don't get upset on stream, because the amount of harassment was putting me through so much mentally, so much so I had to have Automod ban all of Taiga's names and other forms of referencing him. I also got harassed on my YouTube channel. Oh my god, dude. I thought I was gonna link to a comment, and it's literally just linking to her YouTube channel. Come on. Do you really need to hyperlink this? Which I had to make a post about on my community tab, also linked above, and I had to upload/re-upload many videos and moderate the comment section to weed out those annoying comparison comments from people in his fan base, even 2 months later. Could you imagine going through all of this before debut, during debut, after debut, constantly for 2 months? A lot of people give me credit that I haven't graduated from all of the pressure and hate that I've been getting for no reason. Taiga, why haven't you DM'd Femboy Taiga about it all? Well, because, dear reader, I couldn't even phantom messaging Taiga when this was all that I have seen over the past 2 months, plus all the hate, which has been posted after I started to call out the immense hate comments I've been getting, which was a cry for help and a huge nudge for Taiga, who very well seen my post in true TaigaxHolic fashion, posted this after I called it out, privating their account and seemingly victimizing themselves. Might hiatus again for a bit. I feel like I'm being erased. I haven't seen those tweets, but I saw that one. Feels like I'm being erased, and I just assumed it was due to his YouTube channel being gone. In which, to no surprise, there was so many more that were posted that were subtle jabs, but then were quickly deleted, then posted, then deleted, then posted again, and then deleted. There was a point after this where recently Taiga has mass deleted many tweets, all the way until September 18. The only one that is a jab to me that is still up is this one.
Okay.
Okay. And she has no screenshots of the deleted tweets. Okay.
Mhm.
I did check and he did delete some tweets, but I don't know if it's just some, tweets that he simply regretted tweeting or if it's tweets regarding the situation. And I feel like I have trouble believing that she wouldn't have screenshotted those tweets since she was monitoring obviously it was affecting her a lot and she has been
Yeah.
monitoring the situation very closely. And usually, you send it to a friend and you're like, yo, what the fuck is this? So I don't know. I'm skeptical that if the tweets that were deleted were in regards to the situation, that there isn't any remaining proof of it or screenshots.
Honestly, yeah, it's like hard to say. I don't know how to feel about this one. Besides that one tweet, she managed to get all those the other tweets. She seems to fixated to find out the truth. I don't know. Again, I'm sounding like I'm like, oh, maybe I know something. I don't know. Like, honestly. I don't know. It's hard to think about that. There's so many options that can happen. If she's getting harassed for the last 2 months, she should have probably asked someone to as well to check out his tweets if he mentions her anywhere. If I'm saying that's because she sounds like a big VTuber, so she probably have some people to help her out and get tweets and reports and screenshots and everything. But again, it's been 2 months. She's saying this is supposed to 2 months ago, and who knows how long it's safe for me. But who knows? Like I'm not against TaigaVS, the Tiger Girl. I'm not against her, the boy, I don't know, the TaigaVS. We're gonna go TaigaVS. I don't I want to say VC VS. I just understood I'm just saying VC all the time. Bugger. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about my wording. I'm brain doesn't work. I'm just following this thing. VS. TaigaVS. And I guess we go to Tiger Girl as well. It'll be easier. The Tiger Girl seems to be trying to get people attention, but she couldn't. The question is the much which she's saying is true. If she couldn't get any screenshots, any information, and prove her allegations. That I get that. It's very difficult to prove anything, but then why make this? Why make this one like this thing, If you don't have a lot of proof, you know, there's a thing called like guarantee yourself a proofs before you prove, Before you say you prove and you have at least have proof your screenshots or information you can provide before you can say those. Because in the end of it, everything you say right now is just on air or on the table. And it can just be thrown away in the trash, like my words as well. Anything can be thrown away in the trash right now if she doesn't have proof. Again, it's not her fault or anything. I'm pretty sure she tried, but it doesn't sound like she have proof here. Again, I'm not just a nobody outsider just watching in the background, but from what I'm hearing right now, I don't think she. I don't know. I don't want to say things without be. I always said a lot of things I probably had to take back, but at the same time, it's like, it sounds a bit weird. But I hope maybe there's a response and good information to provide so that I can like prove it otherwise. Because I want to be proven otherwise. I want to see the proof. Anyways, let's continue watching. Because I'm intrigued.
To be honest, I'm sure this is due part of their manager to whom messaged me pretty recently. Do you think this trend of Google Doc grievance dumping is effective?
Yeah.
I think people are just getting tired of it and will just shut it out altogether these days. I feel like, I don't know, because in the circles where I revolve, a lot of us are really skeptical about these Google Docs now. But I see online, I've talked about it a little bit yesterday, because I feel like it's very effective in chipping away at somebody's reputation because people read these and they believe everything at face value. And it's like, okay, so this person, I mean, I guess I wanted to give you guys like the full narrative, but I'll just jump ahead and give you the punchline of how the story ends. She deleted the Google Doc. She replaced everything in the Google Doc with, I just wanted to be friends, I'm sorry, literally spelled like that. And she's apologized profusely on her Twitter. The problem is that when you do call out posts and when you do negative posts attracting negative attention towards somebody, it always gets a lot of traction. Always, always, always. It's almost impossible not to get at least 1,000 likes on a post like this. So, the damage to Taiga's reputation is there. And then, the apologies and all of that and the explanation, they don't get as much traction. So that's something that I don't really like about internet culture right now. I will delete this if I'm asked to, but it's generally baffling that Taiga's manager was the one to come to me first, not Taiga. Even if the fact Taiga is acting so erratically, their manager blamed that Taiga is autistic, neurodivergent, generally makes me so enraged. Well, I think if it comes to an issue of me having to moderate my community, like if I need somebody to give me names, like, hey, these people in my community, they're bothering other people, they're harassing people. You guys know that it's not allowed here. So I would probably send one of my mods, be like, yo, go get their names so we can ban them, because that kind of falls into the mod's job. Now, if it comes to a personal issue, I would probably handle it myself, yeah. Due to the fact that I'm very much autistic myself, to the point that I had to make my full-time career VTubing, working extremely hard to keep myself afloat for the past 5 years now, because I cannot even function in a normal day-to-day setting, let alone a normal job. It's baffling and honestly quite offensive that they would weaponize Taiga's autism like that. On a personal note about my autism, I struggle with social cues, have always been pretty noticeable. Making friends and blending into normal society hasn't been easy for me, and I'm very aware of that. But here's the thing, I've never done thing with ulterior motive, nor will I ever use my autism as a weapon. I'm unapologetically and very authentically myself, both as a person and a VTuber. I've never tried to be anyone else or let others shape who I am. Not friends, not strangers, not anyone, not even VTubers. I've got a plan for myself, and that's something I hold on to. Even though keeping tracks of plans can be tough for a lot of autistic people, I think people need to look at the facts. I'm not copying anyone, nor will I ever be. I don't think she's copying Taiga. I think that's just a branding that she wanted, that she really liked. But again, I think if you wanted to avoid the comparisons, you had the options to go with something else. Or, you have to tank these comments. Yeah. Any normal and autistic person would agree victimizing someone's autism to excuse their actions absolutely deplorable and disgusting. Okay, but it's Taiga's manager who said this. And not Taiga though. This is a huge chunk of the document is spent on the autistic thing, which is not even Taiga. Taiga's not even the one who said that. Even though I am autistic, I will never put anyone aside, no matter how bad or any situation is. If I want to pursue content creation and be a positive role model in the community, and to have the community look at me in a positive light, staying hyper vigilant in issues, but also being extremely kind to everyone, and now allowing my community to be horrible to others, and just in general making sure my community is a healthy and safe place to be, should be your number one priority as a streamer. But I guess in Taiga's case, considering it all, is too far gone and way beyond repair. It's always the people that say they're really nice and that keep saying that they're really nice that end up dropping Google Docs on people. But do you guys think making a Google Doc on somebody is a nice action? That's not a nice thing to do. And you know what? I'd rather somebody doesn't say that they're nice and just do nice actions. I think I'd believe that more than words. So you know what, chat? I'm an asshole. And also, they couldn't even bother to message me themselves when they are the one that started all of this and asked me for what course of action I think she should have to make things right. It has almost been 3 months now and not a single word or worry from Bungo Taiga. This entire situation is very disappointing from a content creator standpoint and generally goes to show where Taiga's priorities lie in regards to his social standing, career, etc. As I've said before, if Taiga really cared, he wouldn't over-prioritize commenting on Team's YouTube's Twitter about getting his channel back. What? Are you kidding? Post seemingly subtle jabs at me every time I do well or accomplish something, or just out of pure spite, fueling the flames that is already blazing. What? I mean, I agree that I think the sad post...
Wait. I need to reread this again. I need to reread this. Posted seemingly subtle jabs at me every time I do well and acknowledge something or I'll pour spite fueling in the flame of that already blazing.
Posting and the vague tweets are never good, and that was one of advice that I gave in one of my classes. I gave a lecture at Nexus, and I told them that they shouldn't do that. So because the problem is that they're too easily taken out of context, For example, this is a prime example. She thinks the tweets is about her. She thinks those fake tweets are about her. Taiga says they weren't about her. And, you know, people, randoms on Twitter, they make their own assumptions out of it. So I guess this is a prime example of no vague tweeting. It always ends up bad. And yes, exactly like you're saying, like in 3 months, Taiga has had an actual real life stalker, several communities shut down. Yesterday he told us he lost his Twitter account, he lost his YouTube account, he lost his Discord account at one point. He had PDF accusations he had to deal with from very large creators. So Taiga's just trying to stay afloat right now. So he probably doesn't have much energy to give. Throwing shade in general due to overall jealousy instead of being friendly and ruining a cool friendship they could have had. This sucks because in an alternate reality, they could have been really good friends, but it went south real fast. If Taiga really had any care in the world, he would put some time aside or even time at all to try and solve this, but unfortunately I can no longer plea and cry about everything he and his fanbase put me through over something so minuscule like a simple passive-aggressive comment. I really did not want to come out with this document, as I heard tales that his fanbase likes to hate watch, bully, harass, dox, and even worse, plan mass attacks on other creators who speak ill of their streamer. Nobody can tell me all of this is just me overthinking, because as I said with the manager, as a content creator you need to be on your best behavior or it's going to bite you in the ass. I know for certain I'm not overthinking because of the coincidence. Everything lines up too perfectly for that to happen, for it to be chopped up to overthinking. No matter if I show screenshots, cry, break down, over-explain, have daily anxiety attacks.
Before allowing this to continue, Ron, because I just want to understand correctly. I don't remember about this dual docs. Is this like the already been sent, right? It's been already sent and it's already been deleted, right? This one is deleted, and the other one is like, and there's another new Google Docs. Like, I don't know. I need to check that myself to make sure. I don't want to say anything because I understand this Google Docs she's explaining. It's already been deleted from Twitter, right? Because I didn't know about that as much until now. I'm just saying right now, I don't know. I'm probably wrong. But if she really made a new one apologizing about this, didn't mean to. So the question is, what's the point of this Google Docs? If you wanted to be this person or just this thing, you better just double down what you're doing, or explain, or leave the Google Docs, or even tweet it and say, "Hey, this Google Docs is still going to continue what I said, but I do apologize if some things I said there was incorrect. But I know now you will care, but I still want to hope Taiga and anyone in the communities, real communities members, will see this and say, hey, she says apologies. Is she got a bit overboard? She's gonna leave it there still to rip it or delete it. Or if Taiga asks her to delete it, she'll delete it and then maybe apologize as well. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a Twitter guy. I don't know how it works. I don't know how it works. I don't want to use Twitter. Bugger out that location. Wolfa is getting so much. Wolfa got so much spam for that too. Ugh. He's like, I don't know what to do with these guys. Like, you don't respond to them. That's simple. I get that his friends explained that. And then in fact, like, saying that honestly, I'm even I didn't know about that. His friends told him don't respond to those, man. Just don't. There's no point. I'm like, okay. Yeah, I learned with him as well about all this stuff. But honestly, they're like, oh my god, I don't know. This is so confusing. This is a very weird document. I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to understand it, but it's like, it's like feels like I don't want to say it, but it feels like overthinking it. She's like, she says overthinking it, but I'm so confused about this. I really am not good in this stuff for sure. But it's really interesting to know, good to know knowledge for the future yourself. But at the same time, it's like, why? I think it's just want to know the why because I'm trying to understand the why. Besides being harassed for the last 3 months and hopefully for Taiga getting help, get Taiga help out, knowing he doesn't have any power in any location she's asking for. The only thing he can do is talk about in stream now. Maybe his clippers can clip his words, send it to YouTube and Twitter, and hope for the best. But even she said, The good words is barely noticeable. The bad will always be the first priority to people to watch. And that's sadly the truth. And social media proved that too many times as well, sadly to say. So that's the thing happens. So I'm just trying to understand the Tiger situation with this Tiger girl about her. Like, what? Okay, so is there the conclusion about how she's hoping? And I'm saying that I'm gonna say at least the manager responded. Like I would say this: if at least the manager responded, you give context explanation. If he doesn't kind of give every information, say, hey, ask Tiger if you can give me at least some information of what we can do with this, because if you cannot help me now, can you please guarantee me that at least future that you guys can at least help me when you guys are a little bit more controlled situation. They were saying that it's already been 5 years now, 4 or 5 years. So fudge that's plan, I guess. So I don't know. But yeah, I didn't understand one thing about part. Is this Google document she's reading? It's already been deleted, and a new one is released, an apology letter. The question is why? Why make one in the first place? You know, you've been harassed. Why do this in the first place? Like, I know you want to give your words out, but I don't know. I'm confused. I'm confused about this conversation. I need to listen to this. I need to probably consider this word. Let me think about this, okay? Let me think about this. She again being harassed, right? She's been harassed for a while. She may have do a bit while. She asked for help. She didn't get help. She attempted to understand the situation. She seems to no. She understood the situation, why it's happening. She knew. She knew about the situation based on the screenshots as well. And Taiga apologized, including that. And then Taiga, the boy, lost his accounts, YouTube and Twitter, fully. And she's continuing getting harassed because the quote unquote cult of Taiga, the boy, having supporting him and blaming, like, Garen attacking her. Is internet hate. Right? I'm trying to convert it all the words in more like obviously subjective choice. Like trying to build the obvious line of how this works. Because I'm trying to understand it fully. So why she made the document. She gained hate, she didn't get help, she got contact directly to Taiga in a different approach. She got direct, but she talked only with the manager. The manager explained what he could explain to her. She didn't get what she wanted to get, at least in information wise and help or apology. I don't really know. It feels like an apology will help when the other team or the respond about the situation. But still knowing he couldn't do anything because besides talking to his community and ask him not to. And if we drop the Tiger Boy as well, one thing he did ask like, hey, it's about YouTube. And effectively I think that it wasn't that the explanation as she said, like it's she said that's like stupid. Wait, let me go back a bit. Just I don't think I remember. Go back. Because she said something about that she even her response was like, are you that's dumb. That's not how it works. Like at least the first one. I think the second one makes more sense. I can understand that. Somewhat way. I don't know. I've never been in YouTube drama yet, so oh here you go. Of apologizing community to team on the team YouTube Twitter about getting his channel back. That's wrong. That is the right thing to do because it directly took towards YouTube and Twitter to give his stuff back because the allegation towards him was wrong. At least Taiga provided the information and said it was wrong, harassed, and was even stalked. So he provided information and proof. And a lot of times. You can find those on YouTube and everything. I'm not even going to try, honestly, man. I'm not trying to prove my points. I'm not even trying to because I'm just reacting as anyone else reacting to this. I just want to talk about more like what our minds think, right? If I don't watch their allegations. It's been a while. Again, it's a dead horse talking. We're talking about a dead horse conversations that never let go. Like, goddamn. It's like a dead horse conversation, mates. It's a dead horse already, man. Leave the horse alone. If you want to take, I think the community of Tiger maybe just, I don't know, man. I'm not one of those people. I'm just watching. It's like, oh, this happening. All right, continue on. Continue on my way, man. And the reason I'm watching this right now is because it's back again. So like, why? What happened? I thought it is done. And there's another tiger person, a tiger girl, responding to tiger boy and about their problems. But I do agree 1% what she said that the Miss here Miss Rim said. I think it's Rim. I don't want to say it without pierced recognition. I was like, it's a Rim. I cannot look. Rima. Yeah, Rima. I think Rima. I hope I'm Rimi or Rima. I don't know. I can't. I'm so sorry for butchering the words. I didn't want to butcher. I don't want to butcher the words. But I do think she's right. If the timeline was different, they two could have been very best friends and could have done a lot of awesome collabs. I think they could have done so well. But sadly to say, communities are communities and internet are internet. Sadly to say. I pray, I honestly will say that I pray that everything will dizzle out soon enough and those two can become friends and create something an amazing thing. I do hope for that. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but I'm saying I do pray and blessing that it will happen. I do really do want to bless that. Blessing and hoping that will happen, man. The only thing we can do is hope and love, you know? We have to share that more. And that's sadly, an allegation like this is not going to help, but I don't know. I don't know, man. Internet is just weird. But we all we can do right now, right? Is just hope for the best. I don't know, man. This type of things just really makes me tired from internet sometimes. But at the same time, that's why I'm avoiding this type of drama thing. This is just interesting because again, they brought up again. It was like how much of Tiger, the boy Tiger, had to get allegations? How much? Is it even? I think even Matt, the guy as well that accidentally said a lot of things mistakenly. Even see he tired from this man. He apologized so many things. It's not the best. Tiger watching. You know what? It could have been better, but at least something. It could have been better. He could have done much better, but you know, he could have done better. But you know, let's continue watching this. Let's see what the in the end, and we'll watch it all the way, and we'll put our conclusion of this. Again, to those who watch, I am no different from you. I'm just a guy watching by, passing by, and watching, and just sipping a coffee, sipping me some drinks, and just trying to understand the situation of what it is. Because for me, the reason I'm interested about Taiga right now, more than anything, is because this conversation was brought up a lot of times, and it's been impossible to avoid. And I do feel bad for Tiger. I do pray for him to get his stuff back very soon, hopefully. Heavens God, who knows when. I mean, honestly, I don't even know when, but hopefully he will. And he gets his back. Maybe, you know, maybe when he gets his stuff back and he feels a bit more like control again, maybe he will try his best to fix everything that's around happening. Maybe including Tiger Girl, with the Tiger Girl as well. Who knows? Maybe he can get that back as well, control. Maybe. Again, he doesn't have Twitter. He doesn't have YouTube. The only thing he can do is just beg, well, I'll say beg, ask, correct to say, asking the clippers to reclip those and apologize. Instead of like a small apology, say, hey, I wish I can help. I'm so sorry this is happening, but I can't do anything, you know? I'm stuck without anything. I hope that when they do, we do, you know? But that's me. That's how I would done it. But and don't use me as a context response. I don't know. Oh my goodness gracious. I know. But I think I do hope that things will go better. I pray for next year, probably things will get a little bit better. Right? Anyways, we continue watching all the way and then we put our last response about it.
Energy to give. Throwing shade in general due to overall jealousy instead of being friendly and ruining a cool friendship they could have had. This sucks because in another, like in an alternate reality, they could have been really good friends, but it went south real fast. If Taiga really had any care in the world, he would put some time aside or even time at all to try and solve this, but unfortunately I can no longer plea and cry about everything he and his fanbase put me through over something so minuscule like a simple passive-aggressive comment. I really don't want to come out with this document, as I heard tales that his fanbase likes to hate watch, bully, harass, dox, and even worse, plan mass attacks on other creators who speak ill of their streamer. Nobody can tell me all of this is just me overthinking because, as I said with the manager, as a content creator you need to be on your best behavior or it's going to bite you in the ass. I know for certain I'm not overthinking because of the coincidence everything lines up too perfectly for that to happen, for it to be chopped up to overthinking. No matter if I show screenshots, cry, break down, over-explain, have daily anxiety attacks, and have one so bad that I consider going to the hospital because I can't breathe most of the time due to said anxiety attacks, and even disappoint my fans by quitting VTubing overall. I refuse to give up. I refuse to not speak out. It's not like me to stay quiet on the things that hurt me and not to be open with my community. To every streamer who read this, and to anyone who wants to become a VTuber, remember this. Oh my god, this is going to be like a morality lesson. Always be kind to each other. You never really know as a content creator, VTuber, how much power you really have. So always be kind and do good. Thank you for reaching all of this. This has put me through the ringer for the absolute worst. This has affected me physically and I have lost weight due to stress. My mental health has been the worst. It's been years. Emotionally, it's not even there. Motivationally, it's gone. I don't know what is going to happen after this document, but I can only hope for the best. I don't want this to end badly because Taiga said absolutely nothing. I figured I would say my piece as a victim. This is the last time I will be speaking on this subject, but it wasn't the last time because she went live as soon as Taiga went live with his version of the story. To my rock stars, thank you for endlessly supporting me on my bad days. Thank you for motivating me and making me laugh on stream where I bring this up. Thank you, the viewers, for reading my story. Please do not harass anyone mentioned here. Thank you, Taiga, your favorite tomboy VTuber. I've also never seen a Google Doc end with a photo of yourself. That's crazy. It's written by AI chat. I don't know. I think this comes down to people have different resilience when it comes to criticism. And Taiga seems... Tomboy Taiga seems like a very sensitive person, and being sensitive is fine until it spills out and it starts negatively affecting other people like it is now. And it seems like I think she's letting the haters affect her personal space, like her mental health. And it seems to me, and I'm not in her head, this is all speculations, that it's like building up in her head, like she's like over focusing on it so much, and it's building up in her head, and she's kind of made this imaginative, you know, those boards where like all the lines, all the problems in her life, it all like went back to Bongo Taiga. Like it's all Bongo Taiga's fault. He's pulling all the strings and all of that. And then after that, I mean, she went live on stream to explain her side of the story, which she shortly deleted after. I have a copy of the stream, but it's kind of really long, so I don't know if I want to watch the whole thing. There was some pushback from her.
Wait, I didn't hear. What did she say? I need to come back
to explain her side of the story, which she shortly deleted after. I have a copy of the stream, but it's kind of really long, so I don't know if I want to watch the whole thing. There was some pushback from her chat, which I think might be the reason why she ended up deleting. And then there's no archive of the original Google Doc tweet, but there is some QRTs. So Taiga deleted her whole Google Doc. So it's kind of like, oh, hello, my Brazilian friend. I think, I mean, she deleted the document. She replaced everything in the document to, I'm sorry, I just want to be friends. And then she posted an apology. So, you know, when somebody apologizes, I think we just gotta, you know, we just gotta believe them. And, I mean, obviously it's not for me to accept her apology, but clearly she doesn't believe in her document anymore, and she doesn't stand by what she says anymore. So, you know, I see some people in chat are like defending her, but she's not even defending herself. So it's like you forgot to ask somebody's opinion on this, and it's the one person that did the Google Doc in the first place. Thank you for hearing me out and letting me speak clearly and allowing me to apologize properly. I'm more than willing to make things right on my end. I feel really terrible because of my actions. I feel really bad. Thank you for the kind message and forgiving me. I wish she addressed what was the action and who it was about, since she deleted the original tweet. So now people that read the Google Doc, they might not see this. And the other thing I wish she would have done is that she posted her Google Doc on her YouTube community tab, but she didn't post the apology there too. I do agree that this could have been handled in DMs by both of them with some patience. It could have turned out to be a great friendship. It's kind of sad to see things unravel that way. I think emotions got in the way. A lot of assumptions got in the way. and the fake tweetings isn't helping. I read the whole doc here. This is quite literally the most nothing burger expose I've ever seen. Not only is your only evidence for this is these 3 tweets, but capping it off with your model really shows how unserious this is. For me, that was the biggest weak point of the document too, is not, there was no, where's the harassment? Is it just the 3 ones? Last words on the Taiga thing. I mean, even though it sucks, having accusations against you, a Google Doc, all that sucks. I still hope that, I think the best course of action is probably just taking the high road and being friendly to each other from now on, really. Like, there's no point in hanging on to grudge or spite, even though it wasn't totally fair, because in the end, that's just gonna cause more negativity. And I think Bungo Taiga already has enough problems as it is, so I wouldn't want to add that to his burden.
True. That is true, 100%. I think that's the best way we can acknowledge in this whole situation as well it is. Yeah, she's right about this. If go a bit back again, just to, I don't want to choose a right. I would choose like the random location document. Effectively, this is perfect example about this one. This is the part I think make me like more question about this. It's the 3 allegations about how to handle this. Or how to should have handled it correctly. I think that's what you call it, right? Over vulnerability community teams and over prioritizing community on team prioritizing community on the team YouTube Twitter and about getting it channel back. That's immediately a flag. That's an instant flag that I've ever heard in my life. Knowing the situation, how Taiga, the boy Taiga, having this and you saying that, that's a bit of a oopsie daisy situation, you know? Like, that's wrong. It's not me fairly judging this, but it is what it is, right? Anyways, let's go back here, but let's leave it behind like this. I don't know, you know what? It's unfair because I don't want to hide her because again, she's the representative of this video and I don't think it's fair to hide her, even though we are ingesting the forest right now. Yeah, well. Also video, I think it's a good example of understanding a situation how I think it's a good lesson for all of us, VTubers and YouTubers, 100% should be, example of learning of people's mistakes. The Tiger Girl, I do pray that things will get better. I do pray that things will improve, and maybe one day you and the Tiger Boy maybe can become close friends and move on from the past and become the new future, you know? Like showcasing like no matter how things get back and go, you always can come back from the hiatus. Even well, how the Miss Rima said as well, like what she said. Hopefully they'll find a way. Maybe they can fix the allegations back to each other and be better friends. I don't know. Like, and again, this as she confirmed as well what I said. It is an old video. It is an old document. It's already deleted, and she apologized about it. Even though she didn't, as Rima said, she didn't point out directly. But again, who knows? Maybe now there is. Maybe after Rima, there's now there's a link for it, or like explaining. Oh yeah, there was a document. I deleted it. I apologize for my mistakes and my wording. I knew, but I don't know. I can say this only. One thing for sure, guys. Learn from this as an example, not as a bad way or as a good way, in the middle, as an item in the table that you can now take, learn, take what you need to take, learn from it, and never do the same, like try not to repeat the same mistakes in the past. I'm sure the Tiger Girl doesn't feel right what she did. And she said herself, even hey, she even said herself, you know, she having a rough time and she maybe a little bit got too emotional, and she even said herself she got to the hospital stuff, you know. So who knows? Who knows? We don't know what she passed through in her daily business by herself. And I think Rima is right. Maybe she got a little bit too emotional. There was emotions in contact here, and I think that's what's happened here. I think that's what I agree with Rima. This is emotional conversation between two people. Didn't talk between them privately to try to handle the situation it is. And because of it, it got a bit too far and it got to be under control. And that goes for the same for the communities. But yeah. Anyways, I think this is a good video to watch. I do recommend. I'll put it on the link down below and I recommend you to watch. I'll edit the beginning first couple of minutes. I talk to myself and just let the character speak. Go follow Rima. She have another channel. I think she should point out. I will follow. I subscribed as well. I'm gonna subscribe and follow their stuff. I'm due following her. I just don't watch a lot of drama. I'm avoiding it as possible. But the reason I watch this and wanted to react to this is because Taiga, it's been too many times reminded, is that goddamn dead horse already been kicked down. They should let it go. But at the same time, I do support Taiga in the terms of YouTube and Twitter should give his accounts back. I do agree. But don't harass people. Do not harass people that are not part of it. If you want to harass, I'm sorry to say to YouTube, and it's not nice to me to say to you, I really do, but you need to stop. You need to fix your stuff, mates. Like, come on. I get it. You don't like it. You don't want to deal with this, but fix it. Just give his channel back, right, bro? Like 4 years, 4 or 5 years, mates. Is this not enough? Or is just this is the way you want to do, like prevent money, give money or something? I don't know. I do pray that Tiger the boy get his channel back, and Tyler the girl gets her stuff control again, and no more harassments. And I hope those two, maybe one day, one point, get their back together. Maybe they're gonna socialize a bit more better in positive way, and become good friends. Because uh, two characters alike makes the great world better alike. I don't know. I don't have a script for this one, so hey. Anyways, yeah. But anyways, stay safe all. See you guys later, and hopefully next reaction video or something. I don't know. Maybe the next reaction video I will do. I don't know. I'm for now doing reaction videos because my laptop. I wanted to play a couple of games, but funny moments in laptop doesn't work well. So, anyways, who cares? Anyways, stay safe, everyone. Have fun, and again, support Rim, support her content, what she makes, and her full video should be down in the description. Hopefully, if I'm not stupidly. And anyways, okay, talk too much. Anyway, bye bye. Stay safe, and full blessing for you, and have a wonderful day. Bye bye.